and welcome to another workday in my life. It is currently Thursday and I have just made myself some lunch. I made an Asian salad, so it's pretty colorful with all of the chickpeas, carrots, cabbage, snap peas, all that kind of good stuff. I wasn't really planning on vlogging today, but I had to go to the doctor this morning, so I got ready for that, and I figured I would just vlog the rest of my workday and kind of chat with you guys with how I am feeling, because the last workday in my life video that I uploaded, I was saying I was starting to feel a little overwhelmed, kind of hitting that 6-month mark, and now we're going on about 8 or 9 months at this point. And honestly, since then, I feel like my stress levels have honestly only really gotten worse, and I feel like no one really talks about how difficult it actually can be being in your like young to mid 20s. You know, a lot of people are at different life stages, and working a 9 to 5, growing up, being an adult, as fun as it sounds if you're a kid or in high school, it's been a bit more interesting. I feel like adulthood is just something that no one really prepares you for, and everybody's early to mid 20s just looks so different for so many people. And I have a couple meetings throughout the day, so I'm gonna jump into those and finish my lunch, but then I kind of just want to sit down and chat with you guys, because I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat as me, but not a lot of people actually talk about the reality of how different and stressful adulting and working a job or going to grad school or all that kind of stuff can really be. So this vlog is probably gonna be a bit more of a chit chat and ranting, venting session, just because I feel like a lot of people will say it to me in person, but I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this kind of stuff online. So we're gonna get to it. So I finished up a couple of my meetings and I have a little break before my next meeting, so I just wanted to just sit down and share my thoughts about post-grad and just working in the real world as an adult, trying to maintain friendships, finances, your job, all that kind of stuff, because I feel like I don't think people really say how strenuous a job can be regardless of whatever industry you're in. I know recently there's been a lot of heat coming down on content creators and influencers because some are saying, you know, their job is hard, and then people, you know, like me that do work a 9 to 5, and other people are saying, hey, you should be really grateful for having the opportunity to kind of make your own schedule and do your own thing. And I think with that whole like debacle on the internet right now, I feel like if you had to rank, you know, all the jobs in the world, all the career paths you could go down, yes, subjectively, there are certain jobs that are just naturally harder to do. But I think what people forget is no matter what job you're in, whether you're a server, a nurse, somebody that works like a corporate 9 to 5 job, you know, whatever it might be, there's still elements of somebody's job that is hard. No matter what job you're in, there are going to be things that are easier. And again, yes, some jobs are easier than others, but I think every job has bits and pieces that are just hard. And I think when you're in college, you're definitely on a more even playing field with everybody, regardless of what degree you're going for. Is the actual work you're consuming for one degree over another maybe easier, or one's a bit more harder? Yeah, of course. I would never be good being a doctor or an engineer. Science, math, not my jam. But when you're in college, you know, you're all going to your classes, you're all scheduling your day how you would want to, and everyone's kind of in the same playing field of that's their life. They go to their classes Monday through Friday, weekends have their homework, projects, whatever it might be. But when you're an adult, I technically work 10 to 6, but I work within like the corporate 9 to 5 kind of world, and it is so hard to maintain friendships and deal with finances. And I feel like with work recently, if you guys forgot, I work in influencer marketing. So we are by no means saving lives or doing anything too crazy. But I feel like when you are on that kind of entry level or like associate specialist level where I'm kind of at, you know, I've only been post-grad for about 2 years, but I'm still on the like newer to like mid-level roles, so to speak, where there is a lot of work that goes into your day-to-day. And I think a lot of people, regardless of like what company they are at, it's been really hard to have like an actual work-life balance. And I feel like those words are so silly, but it's like, if you were to ask me like 4 or 5 months ago, like I was getting into the groove of things, I had my campaigns, but I was able to step away, take a lunch. So many of us in our like early to mid 20s are struggling to even do that. You know, younger millennials and Gen Z people coming into the work world where we're all like, is this how it's supposed to be for the rest of our lives? Where it's like, I'm having breakdowns over the honestly dumbest stuff that shouldn't really make me stress and cry and worry, but it does because it's my job and I want to do good. But there's a lot of stuff we have to do, and I feel like there are just not enough hours in the day to get these things done. It's like trying to set up boundaries of, you know, I do work remote. I'm very grateful that I get to work from home, but at the same time, if somebody's messaging me at like 8:30, but because they're already online, but I don't really start till 10, it's like, at what point do I say I'm not responding before 10 a.m. and I'm not responding after 6 p.m. because I need to go live my life and not live to work? And I feel like a lot of us right now are feeling that post-grad of like, are we living to work? Where I feel like a lot of us right now are doing our job, we're working, but we're not. We're drowning in work. You know, we are pretty recent from post-grad, and I feel like if you are in college, please cherish your freedom and how you get to set your own schedule and do different things, because it's been like tough for a lot of my friends. I think regardless of what industry a lot of my friends are in, a lot of them are struggling, whether they are in engineering, whether they're in marketing, HR, you know, healthcare, whatever it might be. I think everyone just feels so burnt out so young and so quick, which sucks. And I knew mentally like I was burning out maybe like a month or two ago because there was just so much work to get done. And it's not like the work was super difficult all the time, but there was just not enough hands to do it. And I would want to make, you know, plans for dinner with friends on a random Tuesday, but I was almost scared to make plans thinking I would have to cancel because I would have to stay online and not get paid overtime to do more work because there was not enough time in the day to get it done. Where it's like, I don't want to live like that anymore because it's exhausting. And I knew I was feeling it mentally, but I feel like every day I just sit at my desk for 8 to 10 hours every day. I barely eat my food. I don't even have time to go outside. I don't even need a full workout routine. I just don't even have time to go on a walk. And I knew mentally it was getting to me. What makes me want to like say this stuff now is I went to the doctor today for my like diabetic checkup or whatever, and my blood pressure was high, my A1C was higher, and they were like, oh, were you stressing to like get here? I was like, no, I live like 3 minutes away from this appointment. I've been stressed at work, you know, but now that I see that my work is not only making me mentally like kind of go crazy, but it's like, I know I'm stressed, but now I can see actual numbers being like, your blood pressure is higher than it should be. That like just sucks, knowing if I could just know how to have boundaries. I'm ready to be like a stay-at-home girlfriend at this point, but you know, I'm an adult. You know, I need health insurance. I need to put money in my 401k for retirement. You know, I need to make sure I have enough money to live and pay off my mortgage and food and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it's just been overwhelming. And I think a lot of us in this age, whether you're working a job, whether you're living on your own or at home, or maybe your life does look different, maybe you're engaged, married, maybe you're pregnant, have your first kid, like I think in your 20s your life can just look so different from people that are around your own age. And this is the time to, you know, go and figure your stuff out and grow and learn. But man, does it suck. I have a meeting, so I have to hop on that. I don't know, I feel like I'm just rambling, and I don't know if this clip's gonna even go anywhere or if any of it makes sense, but adulting's hard. Alright, it's 6:03. I just finished up working. I'm going to go do more of my bakery stuff, eat some dinner. I hope my venting chitty chat stuff can help resonate with some of you guys. If you guys are also in your like mid to early 20s trying to figure all of this ish out, but make sure to follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video.